Oh my gosh. Are we live? Is this thing on? Hello everybody. How we doing? Welcome back. It's been a while. Been a while. It is a good day to be streaming. It is quite nasty outside. I don't know if you know this, but there's a winter storm that's just been kind of ravaging everything right now. Not really the south, but it's going to freeze tonight. It has done nothing but rain. And so it's going to do nothing but freeze all over the place tonight. So if you're out traveling and you're in any of these areas, just stay home. It's a good day to stay home and watch me play some Minecraft. How we doing today, guys? Southern Ripper. You know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Who else is in the chat? Let's see. How we're all just rolling in here. There's the ads. Okay, let's get down to business. So today is going to be a weird stream. I'm trying to change the format of my streams in order to have content later for the videos I make. And what I mean is this: is I'm going to be doing a server tour. Server tour. Blech, can't speak. And my goal is to use that as the recording session as well. So you're going to be in the video. That's right, you. Anybody here is going to be in the video with me. So I may not be in the video though, because my head is probably not going to be in here a lot. I'm going to be experimenting. I may be able to use this footage. I may not, but today is a day of experimentation. Anyway, alright, so let's get some music going here. I'm just going to be rambling. Is that too loud? Hello? That is very loud. Wow. So, music should not be playing through the VOD. And it shouldn't be overpowering my voice. Hopefully. If it is, let me know. Who cares? Alright, we're gonna go. Where am I, you ask? Yeah, so I am in the new Nether tunnel. So Cyro and I have been kind of working on a project in our free time. He has built a blaze farm. So I've been tasked with the tunnel to the blaze farm. As you can see here, got a little bit of a simple design. It's got the resin brick for the orange and it goes straight up into the bedrock. I plan on adding some light into this. But it's a simple repeating pattern. I think it looks pretty cool. So we're going to add that all the way down here. Let me show you what Cyro's done, man. Yeah, I've got powder snow to work on the snow, on the, yeah. Why is YouTube music not working? I knew this was going to happen. Anyway, this is the blaze farm room. Not spawn proof, but it is super cool. Like we got some blazes that can spawn in here. Yes. We can get some much needed blaze rods, and with blaze rods we can make the ow. Oh no 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 no! Oh, I'm so sorry. What the heck? It's gonna need some work in here, but Tyra, I may owe you another copper golem. I'm so sorry. Anyway, but act like that never happened. Come up here. I'm gonna figure out why my music is not working. Square just tested this. Man, I don't understand what. I just tested this. Why is it not working? Like, you guys can hear the music, right? Alright, you can hear the sound of the game. I can't hear the sound of the game. But where is the music? There we go. Okay, I see what I had to do now. I don't like that I had to do that, but does it work for all the scenes? Yes. Yes. Hi. That's alright. This is the scene that we're going to be switching to for most of the day. Yes. Okay. We're back. Alright guys, so today we are going to be just kind of doing a walkthrough of the tour with the base. So let me get up here and then I'll kind of do the introduction again. Should I be recording this? Okay, I'm gonna hit recording just in case. How we doing, guys? Okay, so today, what you see here is the start of something beautiful. I've got this awful looking, where's my, oh, I don't have a stick to fix that. Anyway, ignore this area over here. It's awful, I know. I've got a plan. I don't want to spoil that plan, but it's going to be great. This is all going to be redone and new. I'll have a proper base portal. But today, we're going to be going to our base, one by one. Okay. So, welcome to the base. You might as well start here. I'm going to be turning off shaders for the sake of consistency. This is our portal building. It's one of the first buildings we made. It's one that we really had to set the scale with on the builds. Like, it was a time where I was challenging myself to be able to build bigger. And yeah, we certainly done that a lot more lately, but It's a simple build. It's when I really started learning like the basics of shape. Like I could redo this now, and it'd be a lot better. I feel, but this is not just a portal building. It's got other function as well. So like if I go in here in this very crappily done door, I've got some farms in here for other things. Yeah, for wheat, seeds, melons, anything really food goes in here. Because the aesthetic I want is for a cyberpunk base is to be artificial. Everything that is grown is artificially grown. Like it's not really like a safe environment to be growing this stuff in. Does that make sense? I think so. Oh well. I would take my armor off and let you guys see me. And the totem. Why not? Yeah. Okay. So that's the first phase. Not much to it really. I'm probably gonna fly through this a lot faster than I need to, in all honesty. But I'm going to try my best in memory to go in order, so I'm going to skip these for now. Second building of the base was this one. This is my ramen shop. Hi Tilted, how you doing? Yes, Rosette and I sat down one night and made this, and we together, and it was honestly so much fun. Like it was one of those nights where you just sink your teeth into the details with a friend, knock it out, and realize, man, I have lost so much time. And so this one has a special place in my heart because it kind of made me realize my love of the cyberpunk style. And like how much detail you can pack in on things you didn't even think about. Like maybe point out like the glass can be used for you know a chimney thing as a sort of subtle detail. This used to be my base, my base house for a while. Oh god, that's getting cut out of the video. I gotta get a safety rail or something right there. But yeah, very simple. Now, I wouldn't call it simple. Very small build. But very effective. You got a little bar you can sit here. You got motion going on. With, like it's actually... They're cooking in here. Stove lights and things. Capturing the heat. Got the squid head because it's sushi after all. Sushi, ramen, whatever you think they eat it here. There's Marcus Bryce Gregory the Third, our little happy axolotl here. Yeah, name is not important. But yeah, very nice little bit of detail. I'm very empty up here though. My bed was right here, and I moved it. And I am not recording this. Alright, I am now. I'm a failure. Okay. But yeah, a little balcony. You can kind of see the rest of the base. Skyline has grown so much. Yes, so yeah, but that's only two of the buildings. We got many more to go, so this could take a little while. Alright, so let's see, where was I? So, this building here, this one and the other one, I believe were next, because I tried to, started filling out where the space needed to be filled at, and so, I believe that's why these buildings are as big as that one, is that I didn't have quite a push yet to make a big build. And so, like, at first it was just a bunch of empty buildings here, and so I was like, what do I do here? Like, what do I put in here? So I was like, okay, what do I need? So I need some chickens. I need some cows that lay eggs for some reason. If I can put some sheep in here, or I don't know why someone put all the chicken eggs in here. You guys are going crazy. Anyway, that one's simple, effective, not very detailed, but the shape is what makes this build for me. Playing around with window designs, lighting. This one here, it was a little more complex. I needed a little dripstone farm. I wanted to do it manually, you know, so I could collect as needed. And it grow back, and now there's a little way to get up here to kind of set things. What is going on there? Got a little jacuzzi friend here. Okay. Anyway, so just some basic need farms are in here. Like I got nether wart, you know, when I need it, and good use of the resin with the other orange blocks. I was very happy when resin came out. I love the color orange for obvious reasons, but like yeah, so I wanted to find a way to utilize it, and orange goes to pink and purple, and so it just kind of evolved from there. I've got a simple stone generator here, kind of AFK here for a little bit. Switch between cobblestone or stone as needed. Yeah, so there's that. Now, up here is something a little cheeky, is my head. Because, you know, people got to know who I am. And, yeah. I felt it was a fun little addition to have. Like, it's something a lot of people have done before, but, like, it just helps identify who lives here. That'd be me. But I wanted to play a little bit with redstone and have a bit of movement in the base. So this was well beyond my head how to do that. But a simple timer and randomizer, and so we got that going on. But yeah, it was a fun little build. And so there's that one. And so I'm trying to remember. For a while, I started laying out the streets, like figuring out where things needed to go. There was a point in time I built this building, and I struggled with it. And you can watch my older stuff and see there's been several iterations of this build. I've made some custom graffiti by the way. I like it. It's cool. Not mad. But this is a simple bee farm that I use to keep my flowers in for dyes, and like a little bit of aesthetic. They're all inside their base right now. Anyway, let me go sleep real quick. Away! Ignore this. This will be cut out in the video. We're not there yet. Talking about bees, and there's no bees in the base. Come on. Yeah. Okay, as you can see, we got some bees here. They are perfectly healthy. Yeah, it's the Keralis bee mod. I accept. I'm never taking this off. This is just too much fun. Like little derpy, little happy bees. It just fills me with joy being in here. But yeah, and you get some dyes here, and I store them, and then a lot of my red dye gets auto filtered into here as poppies from the iron farm, which we're going to see next. So this is good timing that I slept. I'm a genius, and I planned this ahead of time. Clearly, but so this is the iron farm. So there was a thought that possessed me. I could not sleep at night. I was beating my head against a wall, trying to figure out how to do this because I suck at redstone. I saw a video one time of a dude pushing iron golems with piston feed tape. I was like, how do I do this? I must figure this out. I want this as a iron farm. Like, I can't figure it out. And so Cyro came along and helped me with this design here. So, so what we got here is a piston feed tape iron farm. It's a simple iron farm. It's 3 villagers here. You know, and then perfect timing. The iron golem drops. He drops. And instead of water pushing him along, it is done by piston feed tape. Oh, he's struggling. He's struggling. He knows what's coming. Come on, buddy. Yep. No, you can't get out that way. I trapped you because of the ice. Now he gives up on life, and then he accepts his fate. And then he is made into lovely iron and sometimes poppies for the iron farm. So he gets processed here, as you see, and gets brought into the filters down below. I never turn this off, by the way, just because it's a little finicky. It's Zaystone after all. But this is how it works. Is mud blocks are actually smaller than a full block, and so what happens is the iron golem gets caught on the mud and then pushed along by the bigger block. And as long as it doesn't hit the piston push feed limit, it'll work. And so, like, it gets, of course, it gets processed, drops down, and then there's a simple item filter, gets all the iron, but all the poppies come out down here. Yeah, so there's a little bit of redstone underneath as well to filter out the poppies. They get spit out here, and all the way into the poppy designated area of the the bee farm, the flower, the dye. Okay, it's dye here. So it's fun. I wanted my base as a goal to be just like these farms right here. Everything has a purpose. It's fun. It's whimsical. It's going to have some sort of link to another building. So, like, I suck at storage systems, which we're going to go to next, by the way. So with that, I plan on a giant. My first big build is okay. Let's do the big build here. I'm doing a little bit out of order now, but my first big build was this building right here, and this is my storage system. So what I got going on here is every layer is going to have a certain category of item that gets organized. Now, I was going to do item filters, but I hadn't got around to that. I thought about changing it. Golems, I haven't made up my mind. So it's mostly been a manual storage system, but I was very happy with this build because it helped me break into my own of like the size and scale needed to be able to do things. Ignore the shulker monsters. I've got it whittled down to very minimal what it was. This is supposed to be a item, a shulker unloader, and that's where the items get filtered and up to the other areas. They're supposed to come up and around and down. These are all supposed to be item filters back here, but I just haven't done it yet. Okay, I'm lazy. I really love just flying to what I need. My wings on. If I need wood, I go up here, and there's the wood. There's the processed type and the unprocessed type. I can see easily, hey, I need some jungle wood. And there's still plenty of room for extra storage if we need it, but like that's the idea. So we got our leaves here, dirt, got other kind of organic blocks that kind of go here. Very, very big. Because people need a lot of storage to play this game. Here's our stones. I just placed a block as I need it, you know, to organize. It helps it be a good visual. I do this a lot to jump between floors. So we got more storage here, storage there. Here's all our wools, regular wool, carpet. I just kind of sort it as I need it, and I'm not the best at sorting manually, but here we go. Here's a good one, terracotta and their processed varieties. So next should be, yeah, here's all the concretes and their other colors. And here is the glass. So yeah, very organized, or at least I try to be. This is supposed to be an elevator to drop down, and I had a thing going here. I just haven't bothered with the redstone side of things. It just, I'm a builder, man. I don't do redstone, and so like that's my problem. Chaos lives in my head rent free, and somehow it works. Okay. But yeah, so where to next? One thing I need to talk about is this build over here. So I challenged people when I was doing this base to make a cyberpunk building, and then we will put it in my base. And so Midnight or Night answered that call and designed this building. And he designed it purely in creative and had no intention of building this in survival. Didn't think it was possible, but the entire community I play with, called Reloaded OGs, or ROG for short, came in clutch and helped me build this in one day. And that was just the moment when it clicked for me. Like, this is really inspiring. Like, I can make a big city with buildings like this if I want to, if I'm dedicated enough. So, yes, thank you, Raw community, for everything. For you've inspired me to build this, like all of this, that we're going to be continuing to see. So, thank you once again. Thank you to all my friends, and thank you. Anyway, so that's Mid's build. I'm never going to remove it. It's a special place in my heart. So let's see, what was the next build? I'm trying to remember. I know, yes. Wait. Was it this build? Alright, while we're over here, I think it was this build. So I have a sniffer farm. This is a sniffer building. Good look at this. You can tell because the sniffer on the face. You can see the flowers that it has, and so I built this with in mind of completing the dye area over here. So got a little cyber sniffer egg here as this little signage, so you can tell what else is in here. Like look at these guys. They're just sniffing around. We can plant the flowers, and got all kinds of goodies right here when we need it. It's a little overkill, I'll be honest, because all sniffers can sniff things in mud, and not just grass. And so what they sniff, it gets dropped down into the mud and then pulled into hoppers. And so I've got one giant chain of hoppers that comes down here into the center place. That's why it's so chaotic in here. Keep going up. You can see, yes, we got more sniffers here, and we got one more sniffer up here, just because. So yeah, that was a little bit, just a little whimsical, a little bit fun. They work in and out of this though. I had to flip these trapdoors, so, and nobody gets out easily. Oh, I'm gonna try to bucket clutch this. Watch this, guys. Nailed it. Don't ruin my resin. Okay. Alright, so next build, I believe. Let me think. Let me think. I believe it was this build. This build here is probably my masterpiece. It's one I'm very proud of. Like this build here is my base. It is my super smelter. As you can see right here, we'll go inside here in a second. It's based off a pagoda and a sushi bar on the inside. You can see here we have, I'll show you in a minute. So it's a pagoda sushi bar, very cyberpunk style. I went crazy as I could with the color and the detail. I wanted something iconic that you could see from very far away. I really challenged myself with the cyberpunk style on this one. As you can see, it is awesome. What is this, you ask? This is supposed to be a little lava bucket. Let me show you. Yeah, not dye, first of all. Go up. We have a safe place to land. This is a neat trick. So we have a, let me take this off. So what we got going on here is we have a layer of lava, we have a layer of fence, a layer of water, and another layer of fence. And so what that does is creates a soft, a safety net for things like what are they called? What are they called? It's the sleep paralysis demons. You know what? Man, what are they called? I can't remember. Anyway, they'll come back to me in the most inopportune time. The phantoms. Yes, the phantoms. So, if I AFK, there's no real risk of me dying to the phantoms. So, how am I landing? It's a layer of powdered snow under here. It softens to fall, and all you do is put carpet over it. It's like a little secret hidden entrance to this place. How to get out? Okay. Is right here. It's a little shulker right there. You can click and phase through shulkers that you stand on. If there's a block over your head that forces you down. That was fun. This build, man, I can't get over it because it has the form, it has the function, it has the style and the, like, you want to be in here, and that's what I want to emulate with a super smelter. Is you're going to spend a lot of time in super smelter. So let me show you how this works. This is a piston feed tape super smelter, and so turn this on. I lock it so it don't turn on accident, and then you double click, and then you fill up your hotbar with useless junk, and then you grab a bucket or two, and then you click, and then it goes into the hopper here and spits out another one. And so where this hopper is going is in this water column here. It goes into the furnace. Right about here. And so it fuels, it collects, and so if I wanted something to smelt, I put it in here. Same thing, not going to do it because I don't have anything to smelt. It's all collected in there. That turns it on and off, and then it comes out here. All the redstone is pretty much hidden. Very fun, very effective, and it doubles as a stylistic restaurant for you and that special someone. So if you go up the stairs here, you'll see a very nice restaurant style sushi bar complete with fishies that we eat or, you know, enjoy watching. This is kind of like an emergency, like I gotta get this out of there sort of thing. And there's a little balcony for viewing. Yeah, very nice view. The skyline really is complete right here, as far as it can get. Like it, no matter what angle, you can kind of see something, which was the goal the entire time. And then you got the scenery, a scenic view of all the depth, I guess. Anyway, very cool stuff. One of my favorite builds by far. So, what's next? Let's see here. What is next? Trying to think. I believe it was the Purper Farm building. And so that is over here. Yes. So, Purper Farm building. This is I wanted to challenge myself with another redstone project, and that turned into this. Now, I also wanted a build that ended up being taller than Mid's build here, and so it is taller by just a hair, but it was fun to build. Like, it's a triangle shaped building, so I had fun making pixel art at angles. There's a Pikachu right here, but I wanted this to be a mini game as well. Just hadn't worked out that way yet. I was going to have redstone underneath here that collected the drop of the purpers farms that grow in here, and then there's 2 layers that you're supposed to be able to get to. But yeah, I just kind of use it as a manual thing. Purper farms you can't really automate as well. There's always got to be one part of it that's manual. That's placing the flowers for it. So it just kind of, like, I hadn't bothered yet finishing it. Maybe one day I will. So let me think here. What else is still in order over here? This one's next. So I had a building right here, if you remember. Yeah, it was a Brutalist build, but it's gone now. And so what you see here is the start of the next project that we're working on. I'm getting very distracted with the other stuff that we've been doing. The Nether stuff, yes. Now, so this project you see here was meant to be in the video, but we got distracted, and oh well. We'll come back to this. And so, let me fly. Actually, no, we're not flying. I wanted this to be a very, like, busy city. The one thing that happened when the Happy Gas came out, like, I got pranked. I got pranked big time. And so, all these guys started flying around everywhere. And it's like, well, this is perfect timing, because I ended up making a snow farm. So, let's head over there. I wanted more restaurants. Like, I want farms to have a restaurant style feel. So, like, you're actually getting the product fresh. Oh yeah, I forgot about this cactus build. Not my best work. We'll go ahead and do. I built this first, and then we'll look at the next build. It's simple cactus farm. Oh, completely overkill with how big it is. You can see it's overflowing. I just wanted to build a cactus farm that I would never run out of green dye for. It's fun. I try to emulate more of the ExoArt styles that I did on the purple build. Have a little bit of satellite dish for like a 45-degree angle build. Fun stuff. Anyway, the point of where it's going over here is the snow farm. This is a build called Pollo Froyo. It's a frozen yogurt shop, where it's based off the Kerbo meme, Criminal Montage. I think you've heard of him. Go watch his stuff. And so, I love this build as well. Like, this one took, I think, a month for me to design and creative. I just kept adding things, and so giving you a sort of walkthrough, but yeah, this is probably my most impressive and busy interior. Like, it is just complete block vomit, but it works. I don't know how to explain it. Like, you would call this block vomit. I don't care, but it just works. Like, Cyberpunk's a very busy style, and so, like, I think I'm making it work. Like, you got all the busy components, you can do something cool. Like, these lights can be put, like, the pictures can be put behind these lights, as long as it's not touching the other block here. So that's a fun little detail that you can do in your builds. And I have some vending machines here. I don't know. But how did you get out, Jerry? How did you get out? You're supposed to be stuck back there and working. Right, we got Ben and Jerry here. You know, there's Honey over here that's supposed to be trapped. I'm on to you, Jerry. Anyway, we have a simple snow farm here. You can kind of just in here, do this forever if you want. My shovel's a little too strong, but is it perfect? No. Is it mine? Yes. So it goes out, up, and around, and then gets collected over there. You can make the snowball version. You can make the snow thingy version. So this build came at a good time when the Happy Gas started coming out. So I needed a way to kind of lure him around. Alright, so we've done this. Not taking as long as I thought it would. What else is over here? Oh yeah. All right, so I was struggling a little bit with wanting more redstone. I made this little platform here. Something else is going to go here. What it is, I don't know. But over here, I installed one of the Exuma's item crafter thingies. Oh, what have I done here? Alright, OCD kicking in. It's kicking in hard. Okay, where was I? Alright, so Exuma's like redstone item crafter thingy. Supposed to give you a little bit of this and a little bit of that of everything. I've just let it run. This collects what is excess of my furnace array right here. So yeah, I have more than I will ever need of bamboo. If I ever need like a big project for wood that needs redstone, I've got it. I thought it was cool. A little more pixel art add to the area. Got that one there, you got this one here. I mean, it makes sense, right? I want to keep adding things like that. There's eventually going to be another build that goes right here. I don't know what it is yet. But we're just going to keep adding things to the skyline. Big builds, smaller builds, middle-sized builds. I don't discriminate here. So, that's a lot of them. What am I forgetting about? Let's see here. Yes, okay, so I wanted to make a villager trading hall. So, this is it. Without the villagers. Because villagers are annoying. But this is 100% designed for villagers. I love this thing. This one's probably more impressive for me than the furnace restaurant thing. The amount of detail in this is just, oh my gosh, I love it. Like I was crazy enough to do this and add end crystals. But it turns out that you can push end crystals. Like if I do this here. Oh, that's not it. Alright, F3B. You can push end crystals into a 2x2 area. If you do it perfectly, you can build around a end crystal. So this was a cool way of doing that. But yeah, this is a super fun build. I wanted eventually villagers to be put in here. Like there's some glass here, as you can see, where I have a little bit of everything. Like my own personal trading hall, but I wanted it to be something lived in. Like these people live here, they work here. Like it feels, it don't feel like a prison. You know, and so like these guys, you know, they live here, they work here. You have your things you would need with these sort of areas. Like librarians would have a reading area, you know. It just makes sense. And so like barrels for storage, things for enchanting. That makes sense here, right? So like here would be a potion setup. I would have things for potions here. Like there's a method to the madness. But it's so much room in here you wouldn't even realize. Hello, Dennis. I love Dennis. What a beautiful painting. The same here. All the villagers offer different things. I could just trade for it, and whatever I got excess, throw it in the barrel. Yes, and got moody lighting as well. Alright, this was a challenge because these guys wanted to escape all the time. Starting to run out of room. You needed a lot of these guys for the different color terracotta blocks. So that's the plan there. At one point, I had so many of the like the translucent lucent signs. Let me see if I find one. Anyway, glow ink kills your your frames in here. If you have so many, I had to remove them. It was just too much detail. Too much detail was packed in this build at one point. I've even got a place for arrows, so you can kind of like test them out if you needed to. Yeah, fun stuff, and it's safe for the villagers. They won't get hurt. Eventually I'll put villagers in here, but today is not that day. I've got a exit to a balcony right here if I needed to fly in this way. And one more room, I believe, and that is for the Nitwit. The Nitwit CEO will live here. I just gotta get one. But with these guys, it's going to be a lot easier to move mobs, so that will be a fun little challenge for another day. One day we're going to stream and do that, so yeah, that's it for this one. I think we have one more build to go to, and that might be everything in here. And then I will talk to you about the rest of the plans. Let me safely get out of here. I don't want to fly that much because I'm, doing a tour. When you make a base, it needs to feel like you have an easy way to get around by foot. Yes, these were what I was talking about. If you make bases solely where you have to fly to, like it's great if you're on an SMP, but not everybody builds like that. But I will have to go sleep for this one because of the, it's not very well lit up yet. Let's sleep. Never gets old. Alright. So, we have one more build that we just recently did. That will be the Zaber City radio station. The Zadio station, if you will. This used to be like right here, by the way. If you see my crosshair, that's how high this was. Like I had to dig all this down to make for the next phase of the area here. Oh my gosh, I see death over there. Not gonna be fun. But this was a fun build I made. It was a lot bigger than I planned it to be, but this is a radio station. Yes, so I wanted to make something that's, grayscale. Like I have a lot of color here, but I wanted to give it more of a grayscale feel as much as I could. Still couldn't help myself with the color, but the cool cyan colors here with the netherrack really helped. And the whites. This was a fun build to do. I've got some music notes on the side, and not much interior yet at all, but I do want to show you the ceiling here. If you know music, you know exactly what this is. The treble clef and bass clef, all engraved in the ceiling here. Got some music note pattern on the wall. Like very, very fun to do the potential interior for, which I hadn't done. Like, there's so much space. So much space. Imagine a little studio to work out of. That's what I want for this. Not bothered to do the interior yet. It's just so big. I missed a ring. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh god! Whoops. This is not good. This is not good. Do not panic. Do not panic. We have to get our stuff now. Crap. Alright, backup gear. X. Yes, you did, Cyro. Hello, Cyro. I am full-blown panicking. Okay. Armor. Armor. Okay, armor. Yes. I am prepared. I can do this. Okay, I can get my stuff back. Sword. Shield. Shield. Okay, sword. Sword. Okay, we should be fine. Let's go get this stupid stuff back. This is not getting in the video, by the way. Or maybe it will. I don't know. We'll talk about that in a minute. We don't have food, but I'll be alright. Sarah, how you doing, man? This is all going on a potential new format of a video I want to make. Alright, dude. Stupid skeleton. I completely just bombed this. Alright. Oh my god. Alright, this is not good. This is not good at all. Not good at all. Okay. Alright, my stuff is still upstairs. Okay. Oh. Okay. Alright, that was close. Put that in this. Put this back on. That was embarrassing, guys. Alright. Woo! Yeah, torches are definitely needed in here. Let's light this up right now. You would think that I would be prepared to do a tour of my own base, but here we are. No game sounds. What are you? All right, it said I'll figure that out. Something is wrong with the audio, but it's picking up on OBS, and I'm recording it, so I will have game sounds one way or another in the video. Yeah, I switched around some audio tracks, so maybe it's messed up there. But anyway, this is the radio station. So we got one more build left, I think, and then we're going to talk about future plans. Actually, I'm just going to keep my armor on at this point. So, boom. Oh, my inventory's a mess. Anyway. So we got all this potential area over here that we will be continuing to build on. But over here is our most recent build, but also one of our oldest builds. So Cybertree here was built over here. Somewhere over here. I can't remember now, but it was over here at one point. And I realized real quick I had to move it. I think it was here actually. So I tore it down. I worked on all this. And I've decided to put the tree over here. Finally. Got this artificial turf going on. Why am I doing this, you wonder? We have got big plans over here, as you can see. For those that watch my streams, I've been doing a cyberpunk church. A cyberpunk church of giga proportions. It's going to go all the way up to build height in the back here. That's going to go here. There's a tree farm building that's going to go here. That's next. Something will go there. I've not thought about that yet. But over here is another mega project. It's going to be an entire baseball stadium. Full size. You will be able to play baseball in here. I've come up with some basic rules and mechanics. I think it'd be really fun for people to try out. So you got all that going on. That, in a nutshell, is the base, guys. As you can see, there's so much more that is going to be planned on doing. I love this base, man. This has been a labor of love, and all of this has been done in over a year's worth of work. I know that blows people's minds, but when you compare something like this to Hermitcraft, like it's not that much, in all honesty. But yes, that is what I wanted to record for the game. So now what? I probably need to fix my game audio, so this will be a good time to sign this off right here for the recording. Bye. But we're not going anywhere. Don't go anywhere. We're not leaving the stream yet. I'm going to take a break. Be right back. Alright guys, we're back. We're back. Hello. You can see my face now. I'm done recording for the stream. Stop recording. Okay. Well, that was fast. An hour is how long it took to turn my base. I will be doing a edited video of it. So the question is now, what do I call that video? Because I'm thinking of starting a YouTube series. I've got the short form content down. What I want now is a longer format video to upload to YouTube. Because that's what the algorithms seem to want. I've been doing some research. So like it'd be best for me to have the short form content like I have, and then a video like once every week or so. That won't be possible realistically, but one way that I've learned that you could do this is through streaming. It would save the time. So that's why I recorded this today. So we might end stream early just so I can kind of play around. But I'm learning. So, like with me and my full-time job, like how do you have time to make content? So what I have to think is like, how do I efficiently make content? Patches, what are you doing? What you doing? Kitty cat, what are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Loves the pants. Oh, look at that. Woo. He loves getting the pants. Midnighter Night, what is up, man? How you doing? Having the deal for Kitty Cat. Yes, Kitty Butt is in the air. Say hi to Patches. Kitty Cat. He looks done with. He's done with life. Yeah, he's a good little kitty cat. But Mid, you just missed the base tour. Or have you been lurking? So I was talking like Cyro, like I'm trying a new format for content, and one of the ways to save time is to use content within the streams. So like I'm going to try to record some. Get your butt out of my face. Alright, I'm going to try to record more while I'm streaming and utilize that. And we'll see. Yeah, double duty, triple duty, whatever you call it. There's got to be a way to do it easily. But yeah, let's I don't know what to do now. My stream goal is already done for today. It's only been an hour. So I don't want to spoil anything of what I've been working on, because I've been spending several days working on the nether portal design for F. So like I've got a wonderful nether side nether portal design that's going to be on the roof. Start to design something very random outside of the wheelhouse. It does remind me I need to make progress on the Rockport. Yeah, Rockport, but I don't know, man. think. We could do Rockport. We can keep working on it, I guess. Let me make sure I'm not doing any spoilers. What yeah? Yes, I am not where I need to be right now. I mean, oh no! Don't look! Don't look, Syra. Okay. Spoilers are gone. Yeah, we do need to work on Rockport. I've been neglecting it. This is what we come up with so far. It kind of turned into my colors on the pirate side of the ship. So I think it works, but there's still more work to be done. Like I want to make the sails like ripped and tattered. I need to make the flag design. That's going to be a little bit difficult. Honestly, I might cheese the flag design. Give me a moment. There might be a way we can do this. Hang on. I got an idea. Oh, how did I miss? Whoa. Okay, do I have sticks? I do not have sticks. Okay, I gotta grab some sticks. I need to put this back. Okay, sticks. We have our thingy for schematic mode. Need blocks though. Alright, I gotta steal this from myself. How am I gonna do this? Yep. Alright, got it. Placement is locked, can't be okay, hang on. Wrong mode. Area selection. If I land right here, I'll be able to get it. Yep. Boom. Selected. Right. Area editor, save schematic. Wrong. Flag. Then we go back to creative. Why am I not working? Man, it's so buggy today, guys. This is. I'm gonna restart my launcher. There's a bug that walks me out of being able to move on login. I can't figure it out. It is what it is today. Ed, are you streaming today? Just kind of taking it easy. I don't blame you. It is wet and nasty here today, so it's a good day to stream. I keep looking outside like it's going to freeze tonight here. Like we've had some rain, but it kind of turned to ice and it's all like, ugh. You know, it's not cool. There we go. Problem solved. Okay, so we want a stick. So we're gonna steal from ourselves. Too cool, too cool. Yeah, man. So how's your city design coming along? It's looking great, man. As far as scale, I think you've got the biggest area, like footprint-wise. Okay, hang on. I know things. Hang on. Load schematic. Flag. Okay. Now. Alright, we gotta put the thing in the right mode. Paste schematic in world, hit the hotkey. You're adding a rain to your build. That's awesome, dude. I'm sure it's looking great. Excuse me. Okay, so we got all this. We can unload the schematic now. Unload. Okay. I'm gonna remove all this too. This may be to the scale that we need already. I am curious though how it looks if we kind of pull it at an angle. Move it around. Pull this up, rotate. Okay, so it needs to be longer, at least. I'm gonna flip that thing around so the shadow is on the other side. That. Want it to be a little bit longer around the edges. Back, maybe 3 long. And then we extend this like a so. That looks about right for a flag. So what I want to change though is the color. Like if we look at the logo here, it's got blue, white, and red. Red, white, and blue. Now obviously the heart's going to be red, but edit this easily now. Boom, boom. That, place. Orange with. What's a cool blue block? We can do white, I guess, but we look at the thing again. There's no yellow in it, but this is where we might need to take some creative liberty just to get it to look good. Okay, well, I don't want it to end up looking like the American flag. Like that. I don't think our European friends would want that, so I want it like those are our colors somehow in the original logo. So I think once I add the shading to this, it'll look better. Let's see here. I'm going to keep that shading like it is right there. So if I do operations auto shade, we can add sun angle. What would happen? That is disgusting. Let's do a custom preset. So we need to shade the blue. We're just going to shade the blue. There's blue concrete, there's blue wool, there's lapis even. You don't need to be over the top. Like, what if we just did that? No. Grab player position. It's not really working, is it? It's it might need more dither. Just whatever that does, rank it up. And let's flip this around. That's okay. From a distance, that looks really, really good. It's not going to be flat like this. This is... No. This is going to start somewhat looking like that. Let's do the same for the white now. There we go. Auto shade. So 3 basic white colors. Diorite would be fun. Strip pale oak would be fun. And then like calcite. Where's calcite? Or hear me out. Well, if we tried a little bit of the... No, that'd be too much. Calcite. Go here. And auto shade. Alright, that looks pretty good. So now what needs to happen is we need to give this some motion. So what we're going to do is move the lines one by one in a way that's going to make it flow, like it's going to come down here. Hopefully this still looks like a heart. That's what I'm worried about. Because we might have to do an undo like all this. That does not look good at all, does it? I mean, the shape is there, but you can't tell that that part is there. It might be one of them things where you just have to doctor as we go. I have to keep going. Okay, I want to see what happens when I do this. We're going to try to select all of this. Make sure we don't have anything else in here. Have our selection. Ooh. No. Man, that's selected again, right? Okay, how do... Alright, I need to copy this. Control C. So I have it, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the fake flag here. Place with error. Boom. Gone. Now, this is going to... I'm just going to paste this right here. Control V, paste from clipboard. Okay, I've got it. So now, unlock rotation. We're going to move this bad boy over here. I'm gonna... How do I get rid of this? Like, this is, I should have cut and then paste. Not copy paste. Alright, we're just going to manually remove it. It's annoying. I'm paranoid I'm going to do something wrong right here. Delete. Delete. Okay. Alright, we got our flag. I'm gonna go like right here. And like this. Oh, that's ugly looking, dude. That's so ugly looking. I mean, that's better, but ugh. Honestly, I can probably work with that. It's not bad. It could very well be better though. I'm gonna bring back the other build. May just have to redo the whole thing. Crap, how do I do this? Okay. Fix this real quick. Okay, so it's still my clipboard. I'll just paste this here. Control V, boom, and I'll copy this one. How do I clear the clip? All right, clear. Okay. Boom. Burn. Control V. Now Control C. Control V. Okay, and lock rotation. Here we go. I'm hoping this retains some of the shape better. Somewhat? Somewhat. Hey, where'd the other build go? I had it copied and I pasted it. Oh well. Question is, how are we going to get the movement and retain the heart shape? I don't think it's possible. It might have been better the first time. Or do we just need to simplify the flag design? Alright, we're going to go back to the drawing board. Wait, what? Go away. Enter. We're going to go back to the drawing board. Enter. Okay. That's our flag. That is not. Highlight everything. Cut. What? No. I want to get rid of this. Why is Axiom so difficult on certain things sometimes? There, it's gone. Okay. We're going to redo the flag design. The lines, they're not doing it for me. Let's go with a more piratey flag design. So like, we need black wool. Black, white, and red. Sometimes it's just better to do it manually. That honestly looks good like that. What we could do, we could... wonder if this is going to mess up the... Yeah, look, it's going to look bad. It's going to look bad once the... I say we do this. Let's keep it a black canvas for now. Get the motion figured out, and then do the shading. I know what I want it to look like. It's just the way it's got to freaking flow is hard. Hard to do. Make a flag look right and like what it's supposed to at the same time. I think what we do want is a bit of a white outline though. To kind of help with this. Alright, if we clear our keyboard, box select, Control C, Control V, move, then do the rotation. Hmm? GG. GG. That's as good as it's going to get connected to the flagpole, right? Yeah, maybe one more over for good measure. Yes. Okay, so the goal now is to give this more motion and then fix the heart design. If we can at least get the heart design right, the rest will fall into place. But for now, we got to get the flow of the flag. Honestly, I'm not even going to look at the heart design on this. It's just going to mess me up. We're going to get rid of it. We know the center's somewhere, but it's got to flow back more. So, wait. Oh. How are we going to do this? Okay, how about this? I don't know. Does anybody have any idea how to fix this? No. My camera freaking died. Really? Okay, we're switching to game only. I thought I fixed that problem. We're gonna let the camera cool down a little bit, guys. It's kind of hot in here. What? Wow. At the angle, the flag would droop straight down due to gravity. Yes, so... Honestly, I think I was onto something earlier. You may have to try this again, like how we did it before. It would definitely droop more. Okay. I do kind of want a good strong wind for this. Let me try this. I want to get... Let me get a blank canvas again, and flags are so hard to do. But a flowing flag at an angle. I mean, my goodness, what am I doing here? We're gonna kind of get this eye level here. Out there. Okay. What we're going to do is the technique that we did before, but kind of bring it down more. Piece by piece, layer by layer. Maybe not have too many parts of it put up. And at the bottom, really tail downward. That looks more like flow. Then I want it to flow back a little, so we want to push this over. Okay. That looks better. But what will happen if we try to make it this angle? Where did that come from? Oop. Copy. Control V. Boop. This round. Okay. Let's see if this works. Maybe. Maybe. I like this angle. See what it looks like. A little tattered and torn, but that makes sense. This is more of what I'm going for, but the design in the flag, I mean, it's a little flat. I'd say with what we've got, that's probably gonna be just about good enough. At some point, you gotta move on. You know, you gotta move on. And so let's try to get a heart design in here. If I copy this, what happens? Copy. V, okay, Control V, that's easy. Wait. Boop. See, it just looks bad, don't it? Yeah, fix the rotation. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, yeah, we're not doing this. We're gonna have to try to manually sketch one in. If this is gonna look anything like it needs to be. It may not even be big enough. Like, the heart probably needs to be bigger. Heart would be somewhere like here would be the center. Go like out here. This is gonna look so bad. Oh my gosh, it looks okay. It looks okay. Alright, I think we're on to something. Maybe a little more of indentation right there. Alright, I had it and I lost it. I had it and lost it, but we can fix this. I wish you could see my head right now. I'm like side goggle looking at this. Trying to see the heart at an angle is just like what am I doing, man? Like maybe more here. No, it's just not. Heart shape is struggling. You know, that kind of looks like it right there. I think that's it. I think that's it. Okay, so what we want is from the center point to be X marked across. And I've got an idea. What if we do the path tool? Line from here to that point. White wool. Now we're not going to place anything. We're just going to use this as a guiding point. Center might be better off right here. Maybe more down. Still more down. Alright, see how I did that? Can I outline it? Okay, alright. That's what we're going to have to do. So, now we move this bad boy up here somewhere. Yeah, I think this is working. Hopefully. That way it keeps the shape. It flows over. Yes. That's looking good. Bring that more here. Right here. There we go. This is more like it. Okay. That's a pirate flag. That's a pirate flag. Look at that. I hope it looks like a heart. while we're doing this, we can do something else that's cool. Play around with the line tool still. Let's get rid of that. So what I want is torn sails. So like from here here. What we can do, we can make this a catenary loop with a ton of slack, and that'll give us some sweet looking sails. Yeah. That is dope. That is dope right there. Yes, let's keep doing that. Loop it at different points. That is cool, man. You gotta admit, this is cool looking, dude. Awesome. Like some torn, furrowed sails. Okay, we don't need these other flags in the way. We have our design. I don't know why I'm doing it this way, but oh well. I think we're really onto something, guys. And so if we keep doing what we doing with the sails, Give that a little more slack. Patches. Wish my camera was working. It's got a charge. Got too hot. Patches is right in my face, everybody. Well, I think it's cooled down enough. Let me turn it on. Hang on. Being super sweet right now. I'm still frozen. Hang on. Boom. We're back. We're both back. Patchy. Behave. Behave, kitty cat. Get me more viewers. Here's a cat. Okay, enter. Doing this. This is an easy way to make some sales. Dope. Dope. Hi, kitty. Look at it. Being so sweet right now. More slack. Or less slack. I don't want to overtake the right here, potentially. Boom, we have sales now, guys. This is looking great. Alright, so it don't look like we've done a lot today, but Patches here is wanting me to get off the stream, so I think it's going to be a good time to call it. Alright, so let's find somebody to raid. See here, I'm not gonna think too hard. Pokemon Infinite Fusion stream. Alright, I gotta check that out. Now we're gonna raid this dude, Ron Bent. Yeah, he'll be a nice and surprised. So yeah, hope y'all had a great day. I'm gonna be getting off, trying to work on a video plan for all this. So stay tuned and stay warm, everybody. Have a good day. Bye. Oops, wrong one.